we go. Okay, folks, you're wondering why the camera is shaking around. We're going over to talk to people to see what they thought about tonight's debate. Hey, folks, would any of you like to tell me what you thought about tonight? No? Okay. You'll comment?
Yeah, I can comment, yeah.
Okay, hey. Okay, I'm gonna.
This is gonna be Offic, right?
Yeah, you're live right now. They're looking at you down in Lynn Lake. So first, what's your name?
My name is A.K. Hassan.
Okay, and were you here supporting any particular candidate today, or just show up to see what's going on?
Well, I'm here to learn and see what the candidates stand for first.
And what did you think? Did any one of them win you over, or a couple of them? What did you think?
Well, I know all of them, so I'm still, trying to get to know and see what they stand. I have questions that I want to, ask still, that I haven't been answered.
Okay. What do you think are the big issues? Did they touch on the right subjects tonight, or you think there still needs to be some other things brought up here?
There's still some other things that needs to be touched, like housing, affordable housing, which is a big issue to me.
They talked about that a little bit, apparently didn't get deeply into it. What part didn't they talk about that you wanted to?
Well, there's a lot of issues that needs to be in Minneapolis. We have affordable housing issues that needs to be answered. Particularly the growing families that East Africans who have big families that still doesn't have houses that fill them. Yeah.
All right.
I want to know what their plan is, and how they're gonna execute.
Anything else out of the forum that struck you one way or another? I mean, there were several big applause lines that were here tonight. Did anything jump out at you?
Well, no. I still, before I make my decision, I'm also the chair of the Somali caucus for the DFL. We plan on hosting another mayoral debate that we want to ask the questions that that affect us.
Okay. Do you want to have us come and live stream it for you?
Oh, definitely. Yes, I would love to invite you personally, all of you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give you my card and we can work that out.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Let me get you my card while we're talking. So I have it hidden someplace. There we go. That's me. So just let me know. Okay. Anybody want to talk to me about what they thought about the debate or the forum tonight? Okay. All right. So I got to turn a little light on you so we can see you. So what is your name?
My name is Dave.
And Dave, did you come here supporting any particular candidate tonight, or just show up to talk?
I'm behind Nikema Levy-Pounds at the moment, so I was kind of looking for my second choice, to tell you the truth.
Okay. Well, let's talk about.
There.
Talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Either one's going to work. Or you can talk to me. Just talk to me. That's fine. So, how you were here for Nikema? How do you think she did tonight?
I think she did pretty well. I mean, it's what I expected from her, a very strong voice, very committed to her mission. And I think that voice representing Minneapolis in the Trump era would just be a wonderful thing.
You said you were looking for maybe a number two choice. So what, did you see anybody that was worthy of a number two?
Yeah, I think Ray Dean is probably number two right now.
What struck you about Ray Dean? That, I mean, he said $15. If you make less than $15 an hour, you should get free transit. What'd you think of that?
I like that, and I mean that's just representative of kind of thinking outside of the box. No one else came up with that idea. The moderator didn't put it in his ear. He just, I don't know, he probably pre-planned it, but that's the kind of progressive, creative thinking I think we could use in America.
Well, anything that was said tonight, any topics that came up that struck you? You said, yeah, you're the one people shouting, yay, yay, yay.
I think for me, it's really about the equity and making the city of Minneapolis safe for every person, whether you look like me and have my demographic or not. And to that end, I mean, they all kind of say the same thing. I think, Mayor Hodges maybe doesn't have a great record in that direction, but that's really why I'm behind Nikema at this point.
One of the things she said is beware of the Republicans, but also beware of DFLers who are with the status quo. What did you think of that?
I think that was pretty firmly directed at a number of the other people sitting on the panel with her tonight, and I completely agree with it. The kind of neoliberal Democratic wing of the Democratic Party, which does exist in Minneapolis, that's what we really need to beat. I mean, Trump is fairly easy to confront because he's so obnoxious, but those kind of, the people who sound good but won't follow through or just like to have an issue because they want to run on the issue next time, so they never solve it. that's really a problem.
Were there any issues that didn't come up tonight that you really wish were talked about?
No, I think they covered it pretty well from my perspective. I can't really think of anything because most of the candidates were able to broaden the question or the issues to show that they're all interrelated. I think what struck me the most was I've rarely seen a political event like this where they use the word nuance so many times. I mean, that's got to be typical Minnesota, right, in Minneapolis.
Typical Minnesota DFL Minneapolis, I think, would be the exact thing. I wouldn't think you'd see at a Republican convention they'd talk about nuance.
No, probably not. They're not. Well, I shouldn't be negative against Republicans. I do have friends.
They're a big idea party, I think, is how.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about tonight?
No, I just hope they have more like this and that more people will come out and pay attention to what's happening, because in 2017, Minneapolis is, like Betsy Hodges said, we're the forefront. I look to St. Paul, to our state government, and I don't see much support for people like me. I look to D.C., I see nothing. So this is where we make our stand and start moving back. Not 2018, 2017.
Until they take it away with local preemption.
Yeah, well, hopefully that's not going to happen.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. We think we've. Okay. Well, we're with the uptake. We're the people who are live streaming. Well, just give me a Bill. Just let me do a close here. I don't know here. I'll try to hold this out. Can you see me? Okay. It's a little bit higher. Okay. This is what we need to do when we're out here doing it ourselves. I'm doing my own lights. Hey, folks. Thanks for watching us tonight. I should take those off. Thanks for watching us tonight. Thanks for tuning in on the uptake to watch our live coverage down here of the Minneapolis Mayoral Forum. And by the way, if you like this type of coverage, it only happens because people like you support us. We don't have big corporations funding us. We don't have all, the state funding us. We don't have all that kind of stuff. We do it on your $5, $10, $50 donations to make the uptake happen. And we do it because people like Bill, who's behind the camera, working here late at night, is a volunteer making this stuff happen. So our volunteers and your dollars make sure that nobody else live streamed this. Nobody else was here, but we were, and we were here for you. So remember that, and go to our website and hit the donate button. It's always appreciated. That's it. Thanks for watching. We're going to shut it down. We'll see you at the next one, whatever that may be.
Shoulder mount. It's a lot heavier than mine, and you can't get a hold of it.
Let me take us down.